Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and if you heard the other day, you heard that I owe my son 3 Lego sets. Count them, 3 Lego sets, and now he is asking me if I will take him to the store to get them. So, and he's on spring break, so might have to do it. This kid, he's good at making me do things. I'm looking at a text here. He's good at talking his way into situations. All right, I'm sitting here looking at a text, and okay, here we go. Breaking news, U.S. Mint sees strongest gold bullion demand in 23 years. Go gold. Folks, if you're not paying attention, look, and I'm not telling you on this channel that you shouldn't own Bitcoin or whatever. I'm just telling you, you should own some gold. Everybody should own some gold, not, you know. Anyway, I want to show, I don't know if I've ever shown you this, but I wanted to show this to you. This is the GILT is one of my new sponsors. I'm buying gold on my GILT, in my GILT account almost every week because I have a debit card. I can literally spend gold, okay? Talk about protection. Watch this. This is the GILT CEO.
All right, welcome back. With global stocks near record highs and mounting political uncertainty around the world, some investors are turning back to gold, believe it or not. Yeah, and other precious metals. Now, one company betting a lot on the push toward perceived safe haven assets like a gold is UK-based fintech startup GILT. They are launching a gold-backed debit card in the United States today after years of operating in the UK. Joining us now on a Worldwide Exchange exclusive is GILT CEO Jason Cozens. All right, a gold-backed debit card.
Yeah.
Well, first off, let's say I like it. I like the idea. How do I load the card with money?
Well, you just download the app from one of the app
shove
stores.
some gold into an ATM?
No. You download the app from the App Store. You register. We go through your registration. We approve the account. And then you load it with an ACH bank transfer or debit card payment. And then you can buy gold for as little as 1 cent's worth or millions of dollars worth. We're democratizing gold. We're kind of making money's new standard.
So it's like almost like a prepaid card in a way?
There's nothing. The gold is in the vault in Switzerland.
Yep.
And at the point of transaction, when you swipe it, whether I'm in Mumbai or Tokyo, New York, California, we just debit just a little bit of gold to send to create the invoice of merchant.
So I buy an ounce of gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got basically $1,300 or $1,400 sort of in my account.
Yes.
I can literally swipe it for a $24 lunch.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you just carve off a little sliver of that gold bar? How does that work?
We sell just enough gold to cover the transaction. We sell it for dollars, and those dollars go through to the merchant via MasterCard, who are our partner.
So what's the upside of using the...
So I thought that was a really good interview video there. Now, I've got a link for GILT. I'm going to put it at the very top of this video in the description. So if you haven't checked them out, they are definitely... I use it at least one time a week for the last 3 or 4 weeks. I've been adding gold to my GILT account. Crypto Bull says XRP to $12 to $13 by May or June. Really? I hope he's right, because if he's right, I'll be buying more gold. I'll be buying more gold in my GILT account. And then this guy says XRP better pump now, and he's apparently XRPL is trending on Twitter, and so I'm not sure what the reasons are for that, other than maybe people just know. Now, this I told you about the release. They've apparently releasing that documentary on the SEC versus Ripple soon. And I don't know if I've ever shown this before, but this is a clip of where James Rule is actually in the documentary.
XRP.
My name is James Rule. I'm from Southeast Texas.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to my home. We're in the country. Come on, check it out. This is where I do my crypto teaching, and it's my world. So all the gratitudes, the art, the XRP posters, the XRP community posters are part of my life now. I can look out the window every morning and see Mother Nature. It's beautiful, and it gives me the opportunity to clear my mind whenever I create my content. So XRP is one of my top investments. After I had done a lot of researching, I decided to take all of my retirement and I flipped it into digital assets, most of it being XRP. What I did 3 years ago, I printed this check. It's based on the laws of attraction. And the original date was 2019, December 31st of 2019, I was going to become a millionaire.
I love it. So, you know, what's interesting about his check there is that when I was a young man, when I went to interview for a job at Morgan Stanley back, oh man, this was 2000, was it 2001 or two? Yeah, right around there. When I went to interview for a job at Morgan Stanley as a financial advisor, I had made a check out to myself for, I think it was $1 million, and they were interviewing me, and I can't remember what the reason was, but I took the check out of my wallet, and I told the guy that was interviewing me that I was going to be a millionaire by the time I was such and such age or whatever. I had it on the check. And that's a true story. That's part of how I got my job. So I thought it was interesting that he made himself out a check. Now, check this out. Luna takes 7th spot on XRP market cap. Not really a relevant metric for Luna. More importantly, XRP is closer to the bottom. Centralized, mutable crap doesn't belong in this space. We have enough of that in the old world. And this guy, who's the adult in the room, says, I don't understand why XRP is so hated. USDT or USDC is fine. Then keep printing new coins and no one will stop them. Binance employees own a large part of the BNB and no one minds either. While XRP is decentralized, permissionless, open source, and deflationary and still hated, there's one simple reason that it's hated. It's because they fear it, man. That's the deal. That is the fact, Jack. Okay. Now, I tweeted this out. This was a tweet where these guys had Jay Clayton on an Apple podcast. There is a section of the podcast called Decentralized Market Operations. And let me tell you what, when you go and you listen to it, it is Jay Clayton talking for 5+ minutes about, hey, you know, the world of finance is never going to be truly decentralized. He said they're not going to do that. So in other words, the whole foundation, I'm telling you, write it down. The reason they did the Hinman speech, the reason they laid it all out with this decentralized thing, this was all a ruse. This was the way that they were going to get these guys in a secret manner to centralize what they were calling decentralized. This is what they did. Jay Clayton knew it's what they were doing, and Hinman did too. And now you can go and listen for yourself. The decentralization thing was a lie from the word go, and they all know it. And now he's out talking about it. Okay, go listen to it. I encourage you. This is the podcast right here. Now, Stefan Huber has been on fire. I think every once in a while you'll see somebody on Twitter that catches fire. Like it's like the more that they read and the more videos they watch, they just get pissed that they can't believe that this is being allowed in this country. I think Stefan Huber kind of got his fire lit over the weekend because he's been on fire for the last few days. He says, following the Madoff debacle, Bernie Madoff, the SEC committed to fundamental changes. This included better handling of tips, rewarding whistleblowers, organizing audits and crypto governance, refocusing enforcement on high-impact fraud cases. The SEC is heading straight for Madoff 2.0. I like that. Madoff 2.0. The Securities Exchange Commission, and he's showing you how they were revamping different things here on their site. And then this guy replies, textbook corruption and capture of a government regulator, ETHgate, the story of corruption when a regulator gets captured, Future students will study. This is my complaint. There are many like it, but this one is mine. So these are actual complaints. They're not going to be able to say they didn't know this time. These are actual complaints that are going to the SEC. I don't know what the SEC Inspector General is the Inspector General of, but they're not apparently that they're not inspecting the comments coming in on their website, because this would already be under investigation if the freaking fox wasn't in the hen house. I guess the Inspector General doesn't actually do what the Inspector General is supposed to do, because if they did, this would already be blown up. Okay, so apparently not only is the SEC itself corrupted, but the people that are supposed to be watching to make sure that doesn't happen are too. Otherwise, they would already be talking about this. Now, Stefan Huber also did an excellent write-up here on how to launch an SEC-approved token. Here's how you do it. Hire a law firm of a high-ranking SEC official. Issue your token on Ethereum. That's key right there. Disclose nothing. Disguise your identity and your holdings. Advertise it as community-driven. Take the profits for yourself. Do not invest in further development. And the final thing that he didn't put on here is go to various crypto conferences and brag about what you've done. That's the one thing he didn't add on here. Go brag about what you've done to really stick it in the eye of these people at the SEC. And then they still do nothing to you. Now, I told you a long time ago on this channel that I believe that these satellites, these low orbit Starlink satellites, are going to have nodes on them for, in my opinion, XRP Ledger and also Stellar. I don't think the letter X is a coincidence, never have. I believe that that's what's one of the things that's been going on those satellites all this time. I can't prove it, but I'm just telling you that's what makes sense. Then there was this, XRP vet diamonds to the Quantfi H bar in the sky sent me this, okay? These are, he was just running through some thoughts that he had, okay? Now, the backdrop to this is, what is it? What have we been waiting on? The Flare airdrop, right? The Spark token, right? This is from NASA's website, Solar Cycle 25. Significant solar flare erupts from the sun. March 30th, 2020. The sun emitted. All right, and then you go down. Look at this. It says solar flares are powerful bursts of energy. Flares and solar eruptions can impact radio communications, electric power grids. Now think about what we've been hearing for months now. There's going to be a cyber attack, cyber pandemic, all this stuff, right? This flare is classified as an X-class flare. X-class denotes the most intense flares, while the number provides more information about its strength, and X2 is twice as intense, and X1 and X3 is 3 times as intense. How flares are classified can be found here. Now I want you to watch this. This is a World Economic Forum video. I'm going to turn down the sound because it may copyright hit me. But I'm going to just let it play. So read that. UK scientists are now researching solar flares occur when giant explosions on the sun send bursts of radiation down towards Earth. These energy spikes can scramble the binary code in computers. A neutron comes down, hits that memory, hits a bit of silicon in that memory state, and turns a 0 into a 1 or a 1 into a 0. Everything in our digital world is stored by ones and zeros. So we clearly don't want them to changing. Solar flares, ooh, there's a satellite. Power grids. A large solar storm could even cause mass internet outages or disable control systems of autonomous cars. There have only been 3 severe storms in modern history. The last was in 1989. Scientists say the chances of a storm causing global outages in this decade is about 2%. At the UK's ISIS particle accelerator, these researchers are firing high-energy neutrons to stimulate impact of solar superstorm. Anyway, that video really does get you to thinking. And then if you look at, this is Flare's website, by the way. That looks like a sun. And I don't know if I've ever really thought about it, but their images, their logo itself, if you look at this. It's kind of similar to if you watch this moving, it's kind of similar in that's those same patterns. And then let's finish up with this. This was an interesting thread. I dug way too deep now and fully believe the photo Ripple uses in the ISO 222 Shaping the Future of Cross-Border Payments reveals a hidden link between XRP and a massive global agenda. First, for context, I've been researching the UN Sustainable Development Goals for 23 agenda, where investments in the next 10 years. Simple, we need to look at the world's wealthiest action groups. Go down, it's got the logo for the UN is all the same as the Zang logo, which is bringing carbon credit solution to the XRP ledger. Second, I've been researching XRP for years, believe it will be a main fixture, future of digital finance system as it relates back to SDG's agenda, because its success requires the establishment of the same digital system. So I wasn't that surprised when I saw Ripple announce news linking XRP directly to SDGs. Then you goes on, aside from this exact same logo, Zang is connected to SDGs from their website, and it's got this. Then you go down, and it's not just XRP, the currency, that will contribute to these goals. Ripple, the company, as well. Ripple commits to carbon net zero. Then it's got this XRP chosen crypto of SDGs. Then as you go down, this is where it gets interesting to me. Check this out. I thought this was kind of interesting. Now, before you write this off as reach, just you wait. I reverse image searched the photo and found it was originally hosted on Shutterstock by a photographer named Sasson Tipche. I know I'm butchering that. This is the image from the Ripple article. And then it says, who is this photographer? Googled his name and was mind blown. Turns out that his photos are consistently used by the UN and the World Economic Forum for SDGs promotion. The link between him and the UN World Economic Forum makes me feel almost certain the photo Ripple used in their ISO 222 announcement is subtle nod to SDGs, and it makes me even more confident that XRP will ultimately succeed. In conclusion, I believe there are levels to this stuff that go much deeper. Look, folks, I've been doing this for 4 freaking years. The rabbit hole in all this is real deep. And XRP is the one. Look, regardless of of the SEC and all this, SEC is the United States of America. This is bigger than the United States of America, and it's bigger than a lot of stuff. And XRP and XLM are the one. It's the one and the other. Okay. Remember, I've relayed it like this. Remember Star Wars when it was like when Yoda and Obi-Wan are sitting there, and it was as the camera's going away up into outer space, and they were one of them was expressing concern about. I think Obi-Wan was expressing concern about whether Luke was going to be the Jedi, and I think Yoda said there is another as the camera went up into outer space, and that's what I've always said about XRP and XLM. XRP is the one, and there is another, and it's XL freaking M. All the mysteries behind Jed McCaleb are not a coincidence, in my opinion. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that I believe it's always been XRP.